Okay, now let us take attention to Russia, where, of course, we understand that it's reported that after Nigerian government declined to join BRICS, that Biafra soldiers in exile embrace it. We're talking about this economic bloc that have Russia, China, India, Brazil, South Africa. So how does it come to you as a person?
No, it does not come to me because I can tell you that, you know, from the statistics we are having, the Igbo is the fourth richest tribe in the world. I repeat, the Igbo is the fourth richest tribe in the world, sixth most traveled in the world. What that means, what it means that, you know, at every point in time, at anywhere we find ourselves, watch the government of that location, we have played a very good relationship with Vladimir Putin.
You said the Igbos are the fourth most richest, I mean, if I get you right.
Yes.
In the world.
Yes. Igbos are the fourth most richest tribe in the world, sixth most traveled globally. So for them to come closer to any government, for them to come closer to any system, for them to embrace any system means a lot of things, says a lot of things about them. The relationship with Putin does not start now. It started as a result of the process that led to Zionism, the process that led to Judaism, the process that led to, you know, who Putin actually is. Putin was an orphan trained by a Jewish, a Russian Jew.
Meaning it was not a coincidence when the Foreign Affairs Minister of Russia said that UN and countries of the world should respect self-determination.
Of course.
It had a Biafra.
Of course, now, factored in well. Because you see, the Russians are also trying to see if they can create a balance in Africa. You can see their presence in Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, and some other countries, you know, of Sahel region, you know, who are also. So, everybody is opening their arms because it was well understood that what happened in Nigeria was as a result of Nigerian Muslims and Biafran Christians. The world understand that. The Nigerian Muslims have their way of doing things. The Biafran Christians have their own way of doing things. And the world had looked at this thing and felt that we better align with the reality. And what's the reality? The innovation, the ingenuity of the Igbo man. The Igbo man is well spread. The Igbo man has enjoyed expertise around the world and be able to liaise. And they have seen them. And there's no country in the world, there's no president, if it's in China, there's no president in the world that does not want to work with an Igbo man. So when they have already endorsed that arrangement of Biafra joining BRICS, it means they have also indicated interest to defend that agreement with, you know, military support, industrialization, and of course to come the adventure that is imbued as black people or our black people of Africa or people from Africa who are bent on reclaiming whatever that was lost. The Igbo people has been singled out completely to be the race, the tribe, the nationality that would drive the black man's ideology that everybody will be proud of.
We're seeing that the Russia is doing exploit in Africa, and concurrently, just like you said, we have Burkina Faso, we have Mali, we have Niger, who are already synergizing and in the good book of Russia. Do you think Biafra is ready to embrace that bloc? Concurrently, as we speak, these three countries already pull out of ECOWAS. They already formed their own Sahel alliance, which is a regional bloc. Do you think Biafra will be ready to?
No, there's a way. I think Biafra is not going to cancel any bilateral that is going to come from anywhere because they need to enhance their security. You know, they're very important. We'll do that. You know, Biafra is going to liaise based on what they are, because Nigerian Muslim and Biafran Christians in Nigeria, we have those are the angle we are going to come from. We are going to come from the angle of Biafran Christians understanding our faith as a nation, understanding our sovereignty as a nation, that Biafra is a Christian state. Then from that point of view, we begin to negotiate. So by geographically being part in West Africa, that has already made us a Sahel nation. There's no doubt about that. But
by default.
Yes, that has already, that's what I'm saying. You know, it looks like say we become the Middle East of Africa. Biafra become the Middle East of Africa. So by that reason, it is expected that we'll have all the surroundings of global support in terms of arming ourselves, in terms of security, in terms of protection. But our priority will be to maintain and respect civility that's associated with humanity. That's the essence of that. So if we're looking at the ideology of any Sahel nation, be it Muslim nation, be it Muslim, Nigerian Muslim, anywhere, we look at it, we negotiate from that point of strength. And anybody that does not fall into our expectation, we will excuse the person, because Biafra has whatever it takes to stand as a nation without seeking anybody's support. We're going to build it from the scratch. There's no doubt about it. But when we get there, it's a nation that everybody will be proud of. Every black man, including those in America that want to come back to Africa. That is what is holding us. If we have a modern nation, a nation that behaves like where people are living, like we don't behave like animals. You see, I'm telling you that most of those blacks there you're seeing in America want to come back to Biafra and stay. And that is why they are projecting that Biafra be modeled after America.
Mr. Chinedu Michael, let's look at news making the round that the North is divided, and that Tinubu, the way it stands, is trying to woo the North, south, and southeastern part of the country. We understand that it's always difficult for people in the south and southeast to go with the governors, but do you think he can make inroads?
I want to tell his campaign team, okay, unfortunately, Doyin Okube is no longer there, you know. But I want to tell him now to start assembling himself very well, and also look back where he was coming from. Tinubu never won Osun State, he never won Lagos, FCT and Abuja, he never win. He didn't win in South and Southeast. But let me tell you, the strength that Tinubu had in that election was the little one that was able to deliver to him by the Northerners. And as it starts now, the Northerners have already see him as a burden. But the fear is that Tinubu cannot return, a Northerner cannot be president come 2027. So the option of looking for another Southerner that is going to emerge as the president 2027 is what is already on the table completely now. And I'm telling you that Tinubu's government is going to be probed. I don't think that Tinubu is going to return. They're going to mark my. I'm not saying whatever. I can tell you anything you want to. You cannot point one thing. You can see him. You can credit to him that he has done in the south and southeast. What is it that has done? Is it the road? Is it the light? What is it that he has done? Or chasing Nnamdi Kanu up and down? Or chasing Simon up and down? Or labeling them terrorists? Is that an achievement? It will come to a point that when we will drag all those Okalo, drag Omahi, drag all these people, will come down. They should come and account what Tinubu gave them. So that we're able to know.
They will listen to the Igbos.
Well, let me tell you, the Igbos of today are not the Igbos of yesteryear. So we are documenting everything that is happening, and they know it very clearly. The likes of all these Okalo that, you know, it's not going to be funny when the time comes. We are already running a parallel government in Nigeria. I cannot tell you much about that, but I can tell you, you know, that over 80 million Igbos have already distanced themselves from Nigeria, and we are building on that gradually. Tinubu has less than 800 days to hit the ground running, whether he's going to come back.
So he has not hit the ground or not this line?
Our guy, he has not even for one day. I've not seen anything now. You know, what is it that you can point out that you can point out that Tinubu has actually done in about 2-3 years now? He has been in government. Nothing. You know?
Okay, let me take it to the angle of Erufai, who said that if Kenya is not taking that, Tinubu will go the way of Jonathan. Because according to him, he said that Jonathan's kingmen were denigrating the North and they paid for it. That currently the Yorubas are denigrating the North, that Tinubu may pay for it.
No, Tinubu is not playing a good politics. Tinubu is too nepotic. Tinubu is too tribalism. But let me tell you, one thing we must give to Tinubu is the capacity, you know, to boulevardize any political thing he feel that he can
pocket.
Well, bully on van, he will bully you with van, you know what I mean? He give you what, dash you and make sure that, he believe in money politics than, ideology or what politics should be, or even governance. Tinubu does not believe that he has anything to offer politically apart from, getting his likes, and give them money to influence whatever they want to influence at the end of the day. That's the kind of politics he wants. I remember that Buhari has made it very clearly, one of his aides, about last month, said it very clearly, that Buhari never wanted this man to be... But the northern governor, because of the wickedness they have against the Igbos, they went and knelt down for Buhari, did all the rubbish they did, and that was how they used Wike to achieve their aim. And that is why you see every now and then, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even if he's in the kitchen, he's with Wike. In the toilet, he's with Wike. He's taking his bath, he's in Wike. When there's a good council meeting, Wike. Everything, Wike. Then, Wike, we have the executive, Tinubu, Wike, the legislative, parliament, senate, Ababio, all of them. These are the people who are running Nigeria presently now. And you can see the kind of crisis Nigeria have fallen into as a result of incompetency, as a result of bad policies, as a result of bad leadership. And the North have already made it very clearly that Tinubu, you are a burden to Nigeria. And I said it the day they were doing his inauguration. Go to the Igbo archive language.
So does it mean you agree with the Northern Elder Forum when they said they made a mistake voting for Tinubu in 2027, in 2023, I mean to say? And they said they don't hope to repeat it in 2027.
Well, that is their business. We are not interested in that one, because they know what they are doing. Are they blind? Are they fools? They wanted to make sure that they suppress Igbo man, they displace Igbo man, even though they knew clearly that a Southwesterner, a Yoruba man, has actually, had their turn in the presidency. The so-called South have also had their turn. And people are questioning, how come the largest ethnic nationality in Nigeria cannot have that opportunity to be in a position of the presidency? That was it now. So it was just a deliberate thing, to throw a spat on the Igbo region and damn the consequences. And everybody is facing it now.
Okay, now let's look at how Senator Oshomole narrowly escaped suspension, like Natasha Akpoti, who is currently battling with suspension for 6 months.
Yes, whenever you go to APC, your sins are forgiven. Yes. Whatever crime you have committed, once you move to APC, every sin, both in the court, in the judiciary, everywhere you committed it, in the INEC, anywhere, funding, misappropriation, everything, once you step into APC, your sins are forgiven. And they are expecting Natasha to cross over, just like they are expecting Fubara to cross over, so that their sins will be forgiven. That's the kind of politics they play in Nigeria. And that is why Ambode George, I came out recently, I said it very clearly, that Lagos state government is like an enterprise, buying and selling, owned by one person who hires and fires at will.
But you see Natasha Akpoti cross carpeting.
That woman, the way I'm seeing her, I think the woman does not have any element of that in her. She doesn't have any sympathy, either by omission or commission, to join APC. And you can see the overwhelming support is getting. And if care is not taken, Al Jazeera reported it, CNN has reported it, the news all over the world has reported it, that one man called Abio was, having an illicit affair with a fellow senator in the Halo chambers. That's why everybody is saying that how did Nigeria get to the point where the National Assembly, which is supposed to be an institution of democracy, has been turned to a nightclub, has been turned to a brothel, has been turned to motel, has been turned to where they do all manner of sexual harassment, appeal, and all manner of things takes place in the National Assembly. That's what it is now. And it's unfortunate that it's happening under when we are having Southern president, Southern Senate president, all Southerners. When the Northerners were there, you hardly see this kind of a thing. And this is not the first time they are accusing Akpabio of something like this.
Okay, now let us take our attention to River State, where this making a habit that it may be difficult to impeach the man.
I said it very clearly, you know, that the humble looking of a lion does not mean that the lion is weak. Don't take somebody's gentleness to mean that the person has nothing to offer. Don't take appearance to mean reality. People can be having some kind of things you don't know, but because the way you look at them, this one have nothing to offer. I think they overrated, they underrated Similaye Joseph Fubara. He was underrated.
You don't mean it?
Yes, he was underrated. And that what
because
happened.
as you speak, they have gotten so many for the 8-hour ultimatum.
I said 48, 48, 48, 48,
into impeachment.
48. What are they waiting for? I said, a lot of people are asking on the social media, on different TV platforms, you know, TVC channels, and all. What are they still waiting? Everything has, and you can see the Igbo lawmakers inside Pro-Wike 48 hours lawmakers has also destabilized that Pro-Wike lawmakers as I'm talking to you now, because they felt that they cannot be able to go against their own person who happens to be the governor. So there's an issue. So let Tinubu and Wike tread softly. South and Southeast should not be the only region they can easily go and do a manner of things. Let them go and try it in the north. Let us see what will happen. But I know that the essence of this is to make sure they remove Fubara and plant a Fulani governor there, like they planted in Imo State. As simple as that. That's what they want to achieve. And that's the kind of politics Tinubu wants to spread. That's the kind of ideology he wants to spread among his followers. That's why Wike is struggling to control, to make sure that he behaves like Tinubu, he behaves like Jagaban, because he felt that that's the only way you can rise. They forget that Tinubu has no electoral value. It was a support that came from the north and the right. Nobody voted for him in the south, because look at him, what they achieved in Lagos. He only imposed people to collect money for how many years? Not apart from that. What ideology does Tinubu have? I've not seen a book written by Tinubu. I've not seen a business managed by Tinubu. I've not seen a pure water company set by Tinubu. I've not seen Tinubu talk about economic policy.
But you can see Tinubu is a political dynasty in Lagos.
But all I can see is Baba Sobe, Mabinu, bring a Shetere, Ambode, Ambode, oh, Soro, Ambode. That's the end. At the end of the day, he has already set up a group of people they call GAG. That GAG decide who becomes governor. That GAG decide who becomes a lawmaker not even the INEC, not even the court. You can see the way Amana Obasa was reinstated without even good. So they can easily fire anybody and bring anybody at the end of the day.
Okay, now let us take attention to Russia, where, of course, we understand that it's reported that after Nigerian government declined to join BRICS, that Biafra soldiers in exile embrace it. We're talking about this economic bloc that have Russia, China, India, Brazil, South Africa. So how does it come to you as a person?
No, it does not come to me, because I can tell you that, you know, from the statistics we are having, the Igbo is the 4th richest tribe in the world. I repeat, the Igbo is the 4th richest tribe in the world. 6th most traveled. 6th most traveled in the world. What it means that, you know, at every point in time, at anywhere we find ourselves, watch the government of that location. We have played a very good relationship with Vladimir Putin.
You said the Igbos are the 4th most richest, if I get you right.
Yes.
In the world.
Yes. Igbos are the 4th most richest tribe in the world. 6th most traveled. Globally. So for them to come closer to any government, for them to come closer to any system, for them to embrace any system, means a lot of things, says a lot of things about them. The relationship with Putin does not start now. It started as a result of the process that led to Zionism, the process that led to Judaism, the process that led to, who Putin actually is. Putin was an orphan trained by a Jewish, a Russian Jew.
Meaning it was not a coincidence when the Foreign Affairs Minister of Russia said that UN and countries of the world should respect self-determination.
Of course.
It had a Biafra.
Of course, now, factored in well. Because you see, the Russians are also trying to see if they can create a balance in Africa. You can see their presence in Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, and some other countries, of Sahel region, who are also. So, everybody is opening their eyes because it was well understood that what happened in Nigeria was as a result of Nigerian Muslims and Biafran Christians. The world understand that. The Nigerian Muslims have their way of doing things. The Biafran Christians have their own way of doing things. And the world had looked at this thing and felt that we better align with the reality. And what the reality? The innovation, the ingenuity of the Igbo man. The Igbo man is well spread. The Igbo man has enjoyed expertise around the world and be able to liaise. And they have seen them. And there's no country in the world, there's no president, if it's in China, there's no president in the world that does not want to work with an Igbo man. So when they have already endorsed that arrangement of Biafra joining BRICS, it means they have also indicated interest to defend that agreement with military support, industrialization, and of course to